What do you do when your 3-year-old hands you one of her most prized possessions and it's an Olaf doll wrapped up in a blanket that is her nightgown? It says you have to hold it all day. You hold it all day. Kind of goes with the theme of youth intake. Let's go. All right, my friends, this is our youth intake. I've got to make some decisions. They leave in like 5 days or something like that. Our theoretical highest potential prospect is unambitious, but he's either-footed. I think that's where he's getting all his potential. We got a winger professional. I like. You just, when you look at it, you're like, maybe this is a golden generation in comparison to like past generations, right? Like, and obviously it's like only based on what the club has had, but it's like, it's not like it's full of 5 stars, right? It's like when you see golden generation, it's like, well, in comparison to the last group, like, you know, you get 1, 2, 3, 4 players that are probably the gray stars, and then some of them that are actually 1 star. So like, that's an improvement, I guess, but it's like, is it, you know, like, is it really? You got a center back who's 5'10", fairly professional, but he's 5'10", you know. We've got a striker who's professional. I quite like the mentals. He needs to do a lot of work, but he's an American. Is he gonna be non-EU? American, Costa Rican, not Italian. His name's Pablo Baltodano, and he has, you know, only like 8 years, whatever that is. It's a freaking long time. 2,500 days, 2449. That's kind of interesting. So I haven't named these after any patrons. That's an unambitious winger, and an unambitious attacking midfielder, a balanced, unambitious Montenegrin, temperamental, balanced, 5'11" center back. You know, it's like I haven't named after any patrons because it's like I don't know if they're gonna be any good, but I guess like we'll offer, because he's got the highest potential. Maybe he's fixable, probably not. It's gonna be a waste, but we'll see. We'll sign the professional right winger. I like the professionalism. Maybe he'll have a growth spurt. We'll probably sign him. So like, what is that? Marco Sebastiano, Manuel, Pablo, because he's professional. I do like the professional. Like, that's generally a good thing, but it goes downhill pretty quickly after that. So let's I'll do that here in a second. Let me show you the schedule. We've been on quite the run, my friends. Beat Napoli with Haas getting sent off in the 10th minute. They scored in the 17th. Adam Ida says, no, sir. No, sir. Gets a brace, my friends. And we somehow hold on, playing a 5... I don't know what it was. I must have subbed off one of our strikers, maybe like a 5-2-1-1 or 5-3-2 or 5-3-1. I'm not sure. It's been a minute since I've recorded. We smashed Parma 5-1. Cassie with a hat trick. Coot with a brace. Quite nice. We disappointingly drew with Cagliari. I hate. And I'm sure this is the same for you and for real life managers. It's like you get your game plan, and in a minute and 41 seconds in, you give up a goal. And it's like, what are we doing? What are we doing? But Giallo comes back, equalizes, then we don't do anything else. We beat Bologna 3-2. We scored in the 94th minute, and they scored in the 95th minute. You're like, referee, just come on. Like, come on. It's 3-1, but nope. Maybe that's what our players are thinking. We played a friendly 5-0. Maybe that's what's recharged our goal-scoring capabilities. I brought you back because we are in 7th. Inter won the Coppa Italia, so that 7th spot does open up, and this is a 6-pointer because we're playing Sampdoria, who we are ahead of because we beat them 3-0. At least I think that's why we're ahead of them, because we beat them 3-0. So even though the goal differential is in their favor, we have the like result against them. And then Lazio is the next game. So like, we get the game in hand. A win would be huge. A draw would be acceptable, but a win would be absolutely freaking massive. So that's what I brought you back for. But the problem is Haas is suspended and Rampanini is injured. And the scouting report says that that Sampdoria, like every 44 minutes, gives up a chance against a 4-2-3-1, and they play a 4-2-3-1. And I know, like I know this is the quandary of a content creator, right? Is people are like, why don't you play somebody else on the wings? Like play a 4-4-2 or 4-2-3-1 or something, because you've got these freaking wingbacks that are going to get wrecked. Well, it's kind of worked, right? But the scouting report does say that, and we have an injury in midfield, so I'm kind of like, let's just freaking go for it and go attacking. I don't know about starting Cesare, though. I'm kind of torn. Why is Icardi down in the striker spot? I got to have him organized. I don't know about you. I guess we'll start Icardi. It's been a minute since I recorded, so I'm like, I don't even remember what I was thinking last time. Do we put Ida on the wing, or do we put... I think we put Diaz. Ida has been in an unbelievable goal-scoring form, but he doesn't know the role, so we'll bring on Diaz, Cassidy. Tyrese plays the inside forward over here. He's really the only one that really knows. I mean, Diaz could swing over, but we do have Grandi here on the wing back. The comments, it's funny, because I had some content created. Then I was in a car wreck and still dealing with that garbage. So I had already realized before I saw the comments, like, hey, you have this really good either-footed wing back. Why don't you put him on the right side to replace Labudi? And I was like, yeah, it's a good... Like, but I'd already done that. You don't know that. Like, but I'd already done that. So we'll put Zvols on support. We're playing a high line, attacking, counter press. Like, we're suddenly Liverpool. We're gegenpressing, my friends, I guess. We'll see how it goes. I mean, we're playing Sampdoria. It is what it is. Let me go deal with those contracts, and then we'll get into the game. All right, there we go. Let me know what you think is going to happen with the American striker at the club who isn't Italian. Does he take a non-EU spot? They're slightly favored. We're away from home. Let's go for it, lads. Come on, Diaz. You've wanted games. You've wanted a start. You've only got 5 starts on the season, 9 subs, 3 goals, 4 assists. You've played well. Let's go, buddy. Let's go. Let's see what you got. Playing you in your favored role. You know how to play an inverted winger. No one else does. Prove a point, lads. Okay, we are going to take some time here in a game of this magnitude to talk to the lads. It doesn't really work. Fantastic. I don't know about you, but like the questions where it's like, hey, you're really good players that have been playing really good. Do you want them to keep playing really good in this big game where it's really important that you have players playing really good? It's like literally, do you not have a better question? And once again, my friends, 45 seconds in. Hey, you shouldn't play attacking in the 4-2-3-1. Well, you know what? I just hate those questions. I would be the worst press conference manager on the planet. Like, I don't do it in the game because I'm playing a game. But if it was in real life, I'd be like having some words with... I'm like, that is the stupidest question you could have ever asked me. Hey, do you want Coot to play well? Nah, I want Coot to have a mare of a game. I want him to just be garbage. Like, well, of course I wanted to play well, you idiot. Yeah. First minute goal. Oh, no. Here we go. Must have been a crunching tackle. They all reacted at the same time. Giallo picks up a yellow. It's all coming apart at the seams, my friends. Maybe we should play it 5-1-2-1-1. Whatever it is. Not really been in the game. This is my first game playing on the new patch that they finally put out. I didn't play on the public beta, so that kind of gives you an indicator how long it's been since I recorded, and we were down 2-0. Well, there's going to be words at halftime, lads. I love that they've got 2 goals and no chances. That is my favorite thing. Maybe that's the patch. Maybe you don't need chances anymore to score. He says bitterly. Theo plays it back. Oh, yay. Great job. Andreessen is just going to ping it long, isn't he? No? Grandi. What you got, mate? Tyrese pings it super. Okay, Cassie. I thought that was Cassie. I guess we were looking at Coot. I thought that was Cassie. I'm like, who is that going to, man? We created a clear-cut chance. Still didn't score. I mean, that was a tough angle. I think you could argue that was more of a half chance based on the angle, but terrible job there. You're all terrible because I put you into formation you don't know. How about that? It's probably all my fault. Cardi picks up yellow. It's time for some rippage of the bums. I'm not gonna be devastated if we don't make the Europa League. I honestly feel like this year we weren't really good enough to justify being in the Europa League, even though we got to the knockout round. So I'm like, maybe I'm wrong, but it just felt like the difference between the two seasons was like, wow, we were struggling to survive the first season. Then all of a sudden we're like, whoop. It just seemed like a little bit of an overperformance to me. So I think it's more fair that we're mid-table, and I think it's more realistic that we're mid-table. So like, if we don't make we got like 50 million in cash. So it's not like we're dying here, and we're continuing to build our facilities up, right? So we can get more of those quote golden generations. We can train our players better. They'll eventually, like be really, really, really good. So, maybe this is the year we start transitioning to playing with like a 4-2-3-1 or a 4-4-2 or something like that, right? Like, or not this whole year, but hey, it's a 1-on-1 patch. Yay. Bitter. But maybe this is the start of the transition to something like that, right? Gosh, this is woof. This is a bunch of woof. What's that? I think you made a mistake with the yeah, I would agree with you. Come on, Paul. Let's bring on Adamida. Adamida has been in good form, so let's do some of that and see how it goes. Okay, we focused the team. It doesn't really matter, apparently. We got 20 minutes. I'm going to freaking go for it. We're going to put it on attack, attack, attack. You know what? We'll do it with Grandi as well. Maybe that's what we're missing. We got the overlap on that side, but we don't have a wingback that's going for it. Okay, Cooper's on a yellow. We got yellows all over the park. Goodness. I really don't see another sub that makes a whole lot of sense, to be honest with you. Can we score 2 in the last 15? Again, a draw, especially 15 minutes left, a draw would be absolutely stunning. We were hoping to get that. That's terrible. Goodness. It's not like their kits are like remotely the same color, Like they're not. Oh, he's done Theo in. Is that Theo? Or no? Who? Yeah, it is Theo. Number 12. 12? Who did that? Me dog is barking. Woof, woof. Coot, what you got, mate? All right, you got Cooper. Cooper. Okay, good pass from the center back. Not his, thing. That's terrible from Theo, though, man. That's absolutely atrocious. That's the other thing I love about Football Manager, right? It's like, we got on an incredible run. Now, granted, mostly on a 5-2-1-2. So, again, why did I change the tactic? But it's like incredible run, and then Icardi. You know what? I'm gonna bring on Cesare. He's organized match sharpness. He's a young lad. He's hardworking. Let's see what he's got. It'd be great if my dog could stop barking. Okay, Machoy. Diaz, play it forward. Okay, play it. There we go. We get it to Grandi's on the overlap. Pings it across. Oh, it falls. Paul Colombani with his first goal of the season, and he's not offside. Is there going to be one of these? I'm kind of waiting. Don't trust anything. Nobody in the front row. Kind of sad, let's be honest. It's less of our amazing play and more a mistake from the center back, and that was a little too close to the post for my comfort, to be honest with you. Glitchy highlight where it doesn't even look like he kicked the ball and then the ball moved. Good. Okay, lads. I just want to point out 3 clear-cut chances. This is supposed to have been fixed. I don't believe. Interesting decision. Youngster to youngster. Colombani. Oh, is it penalty? No. Place it back. This is just dangerous enough to, it could be good. Oh, is he offside? Oh my goodness, we have equalized in the 94th minute. Diaz with his fourth goal of the season. First goal of the season, fourth goal of the season. We're leaving it on very attacking. No, we're not. No, we're not. We're going to go balanced. Because we had that game recently where, like, we went for it and scored, and the other team scored a minute, like, in the next minute of extra time. That's quite the comeback. I'm not convinced the 4-2-3-1 was a good idea, but we get through with a draw. It doesn't, apparently it's my birthday again. It's not my actual birthday. That's kind of hilarious. Brescia can still jump us, though. We'd be a point behind them, but it's better than being, you know, also behind Sampdoria. So I guess we'll take it. We hop forward, my friends. We take on Lazio in a week. Let's go. It's always good when you haven't played in a while, and then, you know, they come out and say, like, the journalist is like, they know how you're going to play, blah, blah, blah. And you're like, yeah, well, we're going to change it to the 5-2-1-2 that we always play, but we showed them a 4-2-3-1, so maybe they're expecting that. They're not. Schradel had a good game for the under-20s. Scored a goal. He understands all of the defensive positions for us, which is kind of nice. Right, lads. Rampanini's tired, so Mateus can come in as a substitution. Oh no, not Tyrese. What am I doing? There we go, people. I do have Kut on the attacking midfielder versus the shadow striker. Hopefully he can help out a little bit more defensively. We'll see how it goes. I thought about going like 5-1-2-2 or something like that, like taking the attacking midfielder and turning him into a DM. If it's going horrifically, we may do that. Prove a point, lads, once again, please. Please. You didn't prove a point last time. Oh, I mean, you kind of proved a point in the last 5 minutes of the game, so. All right. We're playing positive. He's versatile enough to. Yeah. He's got to have game time to learn the right wing back. So, like, what do you want from me? All right, early yellows for them. They can't handle us. They can't handle us, people. Oh boy, famous last words. Hey, we didn't give up a 45-second goal, right? Or the 45th second goal. So, you know, progress. Move out of the way, referee. Ball over the top to Ida. Ida! Is this the new patch? Not really sure what happened there, my friends. That was bizarre. We will watch it again. I'm so confused. Ball over the top. That's a great ball. Ida. Doink. And then it just stops. Oh, that's keeper. I mean, I guess the keeper was trying not to push it with his momentum into the back of the net. Again, I don't know what's wrong with these highlights. If you know, let me know in the comments. It's supposed to like zoom in, right? Or something like that. That angle doesn't do us any good, but we've got the early lead, my friends. Oh, this would be huge. Why am I dreaming? Why am I dreaming? I told you in the last game that, like, I'm not going to be devastated if we don't make it to the Europa League. It's just, you know, if you go up early, I'd say first 20 minutes is early, right? You're like, oh, wow, we got a chance. And then this happens. I mean, this is why I don't talk about this. Again, they maybe in the patch, they updated that thing I was telling you about. My microphone's right here, and they're analyzing my words like, we'll show him. We'll show him what happened here. All right. Vibes, okay. Machoy, I mean, okay, Machoy's not really the guy, is he? Right? Like, what was Grandi doing way up top? That's what I'm confused about. I don't blame Machoy there from a defensive standpoint. He's like, I'm a roaming playmaker, man. Like, I don't know what I'd do in the defensive box. That's not my job. Gasparini plays it all the way back. They reset. Lafont. Okay. Giallo pings it again. Coot on the run. Coot's on the run. Can't finish a one-on-one. Nothing has changed, my friends. That wasn't. Did it already count as a clear-cut chance? Because that was a clear-cut chance, right? I thought we already had two. Maybe I'm misunderstanding. Oh no. Oh no. It's bad. I just have a sense it's like 8 months. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, I'm worried about Ryan Cassidy now. Oh, we gotta wait for the entire game. Oh no. Haas is back, by the way. He was suspended, as you do. Oh, nice job, Andreessen, getting around him. That was VVD-esque. Esque? Who knows? Zulz. Okay, Cooper hanging with... didn't like that pass, man. You did not see the man in blue on his back shoulder. You know what I'm saying? Vipes, all right. Takes his time. I'd like to see one of our guys do like a... that's offside. Nope, apparently not. Do like a Matip or a VVD where like they start driving forward. Like, all right, you're not gonna cover me. I'll show you, lads. I don't know what happened to the accent, but that's what I want to see. I'm just gonna be. I would like to say don't get complacent, but that's not an option. Thank you, Football Manager. They've got the yellows, lads. Let's get somebody sent off. Grandi's falling apart. He's on a 6.3. He's not enjoying life. Machoy, what you got, mate? What you got? What you got? All right, you got that space. Play it out to Grandi. Oh, no. Okay, that's center back stepping up. Now they're going to run him behind. Esposito plays it to Torre. Okay, we're there, kind of. Okay, center back comes out to help cover. We got two guys on one. Always a good time. Okay, Grandi's on a mare of a game. 6.3. He's got to come up. I know he's on it. He's all by myself is what he's singing. But, mate, you're on a 6.3. Oh, he goes up to a 6.4. I could have paused it, but whatever. It's still not great. So we'll bring in Labuti, see if he can make a mistake. Whoa! Oh, my gosh. Haas is killing me. No, we don't even get to see the... They just said, yep, you're right. I just want to point out, we have 3 clear-cut chances. Oh, that was a swerve on that one, my friends. We're demanding more. We've had 17 shots, 7 on target. We have more on target, more clear-cut chances. Obviously, they've got the half chance, and yet we find ourselves down. Obviously, it was a penalty, but, like, I feel like we should have the lead, to be completely honest with you, and I'm kind of annoyed. Anybody want to make a change? Anybody? You're on a 6.6, man. You're killing me. You're feeling the pressure. That's not what I want to hear from you, okay? That's literally the last thing I want to hear from you. We don't have anybody to take your spot, and you're looking quite knackered. What's the difference here, you know? Tyrese is not, like, lighting it up, I think you could say. Haas has annoyed me. Let's bring on Icardi. And let's go attacking. Scratch that. Let's go very attacking, lads. They've got yellow cards all over the place. Let's get an equalizer, boys. Heads out. Andreessen, play it back. No. Pings it across unexpectedly. He's not really the guy to do that. You're not going to run, Machoy. You're just going to let him have the ball. You could have done something about that. Now the counter is on. I mean, freaking A. You know, like, that drives you crazy. Where you're like, oh, yeah, that's cool. Just do what you want. Sure. Yeah, let's do this. Yeah. I'm not annoyed. What? I know I went very, right? But, like, it's so annoying. Don't be a red. That disaster. I'm mostly worried about Cassidy's. I wasn't really expecting us to beat 5th, right? Like I'm not worried about that, but to lose like that is disappointing. Okay, 6. That's fine. I love the mentality, Ryan. I mean, again, when you go up 1-0 and you end up losing 3-1. Now we did push for it, right? It's just that one sequence, and I understand Jallo is not a defender, but I'm not worried about the one they scored, the first one, but like the thing with the header, and he's just like, oh, I'm just gonna watch that, you know? Like, man, are you serious? We've fallen out of the spots. We're 3 points off Sampdoria. Brescia's not made any ground up on us. I'm gonna bring us back. It's either gonna be, if we still have a chance, it'll be Milan. If not, it'll be Pisa and like the end of season awards. Or if like we lose to Torino and like we're out of it, where there's no way we can make the spots, it may just be the end of season awards, and you'll know that coming into the episode. So again, would we like to make the spots? Yes, but I do think, I'm not trying to just paper over, 2 mediocre to bad results, but like I think going from 16th on 34 points to 6th on 66 points was a bit of an overperformance. So the fact that we've kind of regressed a little bit to 51, I'm not really worried about. I don't know if you are. Like, we continue to improve the squad. Maybe we come up with a different formation, but I do like the whatever 5-2-1-2 that we got. I think it's kind of interesting. I know some people in the comments don't like it, but I think we're continuing to improve, and it's not like we're hurting. We got 51 million in the bank, people. So disappointed, but we need Grandi to learn his new role, which I should have been training at home on the whole time, and let's see what happens. All right, my friends, hit that. Yeah, I guess. Check out the store or the Patreon in the link below. We'll see you then.